The World Health Organization said that as of Saturday, it has confirmed 92 cases and 28 suspected cases of monkeypox, with recent outbreaks reported in 12 countries where the disease is not typically found, according to the Global Health Agency. The outbreaks are unusual because they're occurring in countries where the virus is not endemic, according to the WHO. More cases will likely be reported in the coming days as surveillance broadens, it said. Quote, "The WHO is working with affected countries and others to expand disease surveillance to find and support people who may be affected, and to provide guidance on how to manage the disease," the agency said in a statement on Friday. European nations have confirmed dozens of cases in the largest outbreak of monkeypox ever on the continent, according to the German military. And the United States has confirmed at least one case, and Canada has confirmed 2. Monkeypox is usually found in Central and West African rainforests, where animals that carry the disease live, according to the WHO. And now, as we shift everything a little over to weather, the Atlantic hurricane season starts on June 1st, and the Gulf of Mexico is already warmer than average. Even more worrying is a current of warm tropical water that is looping unusually far into the Gulf for this time of the year, with the power to turn tropical storms into monster hurricanes. It's called the loop current, and it's the 800-pound gorilla of Gulf hurricane risks. When the loop current reaches this far north this early into the hurricane season, especially during what's forecast to be a busy season, it can spell disaster for folks along the northern Gulf Coast from Texas to Florida. Right now, if you look at the temperature maps of the Gulf of Mexico, you can easily spot the loop current. It curls up through the Yucatan Channel between Mexico and Cuba into the Gulf of Mexico, and then it swings back out through the Florida Strait south of Florida as the Florida Current, where it becomes the main contributor of the Gulf Stream. When a tropical storm passes over the loop current or one of its giant eddies, the large rotating pools of water that spin off from the current, the storm can explode in strength as it draws energy from the water. This year, the loop current looks remarkably similar to the way it did in 2005, the year that Hurricane Katrina crossed the loop current before devastating New Orleans. And of the 27 named storms that year, 7 became major hurricanes. Both Wilma and Rita also crossed the loop current that year and became 2 of the most intense Atlantic hurricanes on record. More than 70,000 pounds of baby formula arrived in the United States on Sunday via military aircraft, President Joe Biden announced, as his top economics advisors pledged stores could see replenished supplies as early as this week. The shipment from the United States military's Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany is the first in Biden's Operation Fly Formula program aimed at ramping up international imports of baby formula to raise U.S. supply. It's one of the first several measures that the president unveiled to mitigate the increasingly dire baby formula shortage that plagues Americans nationwide, which has already led to multiple reports of hospitalized children. He says, quote, "Folks, I'm excited to tell you that the first flight from Operation Fly Formula is loaded up with more than 70,000 pounds of infant formula and about to land in Indiana," the president wrote on Twitter just before the plane touched down. He continues, "Our team is working around the clock to get safe formula to everyone who needs it," close quote. At the White House, the officials told CNN the first shipments will be distributed to parts of the country where its needs are most acute, close quote. The Biden administration has faced criticism over failing to act sooner amid the worsening crisis. Officials, however, have pointed out that parents began struggling when formula manufacturer Abbott Nutrition was forced to shutter its Michigan plant over bacterial contamination. So far, at least 4 babies were hospitalized in South Carolina over problems linked to the shortage, according to CBS News. Roughly 45% of the formula products nationwide were out of stock last week. The parents hit hardest are those whose children have dietary or other issues that limit the kinds of formula they can eat. For Headlines with a Voice, this has been the Lockhart News Brief.
Lockhart Perspective.